Go live, y'all. Go live, y'all. Go live, y'all. Go live, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. Straight talk leads to straight understanding. Tell them off. Yes, yes. Straight talk leads to straight understanding. Yes, so today the topic is supporting you or them. The topic is supporting you or them. Can you get with somebody and help them with their ambitions if they compromise yours? All right. So we're gonna get on it. We're gonna get on it soon. Paul, thanks for joining me, of course, as usual. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, cousin. Definitely. All right. Straight talk leads to straight understanding. Let me see if I can ping some people in. Ping people in, invite people, share. Go to Instagram, to Sean Bolden, and subscribe. Subscribe. You know, I haven't been doing that much, but I'm definitely working on that. So subscribe. All right. Yes. So I am live here on Facebook and Instagram over here. I'm on YouTube over here. All right. With Facebook as well. So thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I'm gonna let some people come on in and populate. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to invite some people. Invite people. Invite some folks. Invite some folks. I'm doing it here on Facebook first. I'm just going down a list. Nobody in specific. No order specifically. Until it stops. And where it stops, nobody knows. I see Chrissy, Charlie Soprano, my cousin, Caroline, Mr. Will. I'm inviting everybody, yo. Yes, I'm inviting everybody down. Straight talk leads to straight understanding, y'all. All right, I'm about to throw on the invites over here. So I'm going to go up to inviting folks over here. Yes, this is Sean Bolden. Thank you for joining me. I see a couple of people here. I'm inviting everybody down. All right, I'm going to stop inviting over here. I'm going to start inviting over here. Oh, man, I'm trying not to get into the... Inviting people over here. And we're about to get started, y'all. All right. I'm going to need comments. I'm going to need anybody who wants to join me to come on in and raise their hand and join me. All right. And we're going to do it like that. Bill, what's up, brother? All right. We're 6 minutes in. I will be trying to do it all. I'm getting new to this technology. So just bear with me. All right. Anyway, my name is Sean Bolden, Sean B. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Bridget? All right. Yes. I'm sitting here getting ready to talk about it. This is straight talk, straight understanding. For those of you who don't know, share it, invite people over. Go to my YouTube page. It's under Sean Bolden. Go to my YouTube page and subscribe. I haven't ever asked anybody to do that, but I'm starting to ask that so I can start building up a platform where I can do this regularly. All right. So straight talk leads to straight understanding. Let me help you understand what it is. It's just I usually have a guest. If I don't have a guest, I just speak straight from the heart without any filters. You know, I try and keep it clean as possible. If I don't keep it clean, I put some money into the jar. But yeah, I talk on topics. Relationships is usually a specialty because in my personal life, I speak to I have a lot of cased female friends. I learned that word in this book that I'm reading, and that's what drew the topic. I got this book as a pre-Christmas gift, and I've been reading it. In case y'all don't know, this is the book. It's called The Promised Land. I'm reading it right now, and so it's I believe Barack's first assignment after he finished his terms, going into 3 years into Trump's term. So it was before Trump lost the election, after he won, after he left. What's going on? After he left, it was before, this book was before uh, he left the office. I mean, after he left the office, before Trump left the office, and before Biden got in the office. And so it's sharing a perspective. But one of the things early on in the readings that I saw is what triggered the subject. And it's the subject that I'm talking about is, can you, I'm going to show it, supporting you or them. Can you get with someone and help them with their ambitions, even if it compromises your own? All right. Now, I know that's a hard one, but in this industry, I've learned that it's a difficult thing to do. Old school, what up? Oh, man. I think I just might have chimed somebody in on there. But so this is what I'm talking about today. All right. So first and foremost, again, my name is Sean Bolden, Sean B. Some people know me as, and this is Straight Talk leads to Straight Understanding. If you want to join me, please feel free, whether it's over here on Instagram, whether it's down here on Facebook, or whether it's over here on YouTube. All right. It is Sunday. I do this every Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern, and I just talk about subjects. Hopefully, I have some guests. If I don't, I just speak on it. So, what Barack was speaking about in the book was when he met Michelle. Hey, Jim, what's going on? So he met Michelle, and again, I'm reading this book for y'all who don't know. That's where the subject of the day came from. Can you support someone with their ambitions, even if it compromises yours? And that's kind of what I'm speaking on. Ross, what up, though? Spunk, what up? So, a lot of times, and I say in the relationships that I've been aware of, peace. Somebody's compromising something. It's not usual that you get into something and there's no compromise one way or the other. And so that becomes challenging depending on if you're on the same page. And a lot of times people say they're on the same page, but don't really act as if they are. And so while I was reading the book, Barack was like, his ambitions and goals were huge. And Michelle, when he met her, she was very ambitious. She was goal orientated, but he kind of came into her world, and he wasn't traditional. He was like this different type of character. One thing I got to say, and I got to mention, he said that he took about 2 years prior to going to law school in Harvard. Prior to going to college, he took about 2 years to himself just to read. He was just sitting there reading. And that's the one thing that made him and put him above a lot of other people, is that he enjoyed reading, and that's what puts us, I, myself included, or myself, I don't always enjoy reading. I enjoy learning, but I don't always enjoy reading. I fall asleep at times. I don't know. I'm learning that in reading this book, I find myself more intrigued to listening to what it is that he's saying. Hey, Jeff. And so when I'm doing this, I'm learning that, what up, though? 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 I see. So, I'm speaking about, and not only did I get it from what's going on now, not only did I get insight from this book. I was reading this book, y'all, just so that y'all know. I know I've been flashing it every once in a while. I've been reading it for the last day or so. I just got it as a gift, and it's been intriguing, and it brought up the topic: can you support somebody, or are you willing to support somebody? How Barack got support from Michelle. Now, B&B, Mr. Brian Brown, Nut, I know that from just personally and dealing with you, that's a subject that you support a lot of people. And I don't know, you can answer it whether they support you in the manner that you need. And that comes, I do the same. We have that in common, the way I support what's the D what's the DEA? What say that again, Nut, say that again. Oh, what the deal? So yeah, so I know you be supporting a lot of people. I'm talking to Mr. B&B on my Instagram. He's commenting right now. He's in here, and I know he supports a lot of folks, a lot of in life in general, including he's supported me in endeavors. As far as just we give moral support to each other. I support his endeavors. He supports mine. Wherever we can, we support one another. And I don't know that there's a lot of folks who always do the same. And I'm asking, and I want to know in relationships specifically, do y'all get the support, or will you sacrifice supporting somebody, even though it might compromise supporting you? Because I know from him and from this book, I'm learning that people do support and they don't receive the same support that they deserve or that they need themselves. And I challenge some people and ask some people why. Why is that? So I ain't gonna make this real long and turned out scenario. If anybody want to join me, please feel free. I see you, I see you, Nut. I see you, Don. I see you, Spunk. Any of y'all want to join me? By the way, those who I see you, Jenna. Anybody who want to join me, just feel free to raise your hand, because I'm really interested in hearing opinion on others as far as can you support, because there are too many people who are supporting and not receiving the support that they need, and they're loyal to that and don't receive the loyalty. I think the word loyalty in itself is sometimes overrated, because a lot of people talk about loyalty, but a lot of people don't always extend loyalty. And what I mean by loyalty is one thing that Jesus, let's speak about Jesus. The one thing that I learned in the pastor that my pastor said once, and it was, incredible. I tried to do it. He said, I'm loyal to the truth, even if it condemns me, is what the pastor said. And I just thought about it for, yes. This is the person who I'm glad you're coming on. Loyalty, because we're talking about loyalty right now. And man, oh man, I got my brother from another mother. I see you in the car there. And this is right up your alley.
Yeah,
I'm good, man. I'm good. For all y'all who don't know, I want y'all to understand this is my man, Brian Brown, Mr. B&B, as some people know him. Some others know him as Peanut. And good brother, always been a great brother, a friend of mine, one of my best friends. And when I speak about loyalty, this man has taught me a lot about it, just directly as well as indirectly, because he's very loyal to others. And I don't always feel like he receives the same loyalty. So he calls it his sacrifice. So B, I want you to speak on it, because I know you got a lot to talk about that word, loyalty.
Yeah, honestly, I can only give it to you from my point of view, and being loyal to my counterparts or people that I align myself with, even situations I align myself with.
Right.
To have any kind of successful relationship, you have to live outside yourself, you know what I'm saying, and live for the opposition.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And then the second thing, that means whatever your hopes, wishes, and dreams is, I have to complement that, whatever resources or structure or information or just anything that I have that can complement that. And that's somewhat being looked my counterparts or my friend, my significant other, my business, my contracts, whatever it is, I have to, look outside the scope of my security or my, and even if it brings somewhat a discomfort or uncomfort, I still have to do it because that's what I pledged to when I committed to be your friend, your husband, your man, your whatever, or your partner, whatever it is. I have to commit to that, and from committing to that, that automatically, secures my position, in the universe and, I guess in that realm of being loyal to that part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, I said, yeah, you're right. And to be honest with you, that's what you taught me indirectly. That loyalty is something that I have. But at times I feel like I invested in the wrong places, and then I find myself learning that there is no wrong place to invest it. If you got
it really isn't a wrong place, man, because like for me, it's really no bad.
Right.
Bad is actually has served me better than actual good or peace. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the depth and resilience of my character come from. That's where, the leveling up of my enterprise come from. It comes from experiencing, what I'm saying, all the bad and persevering through it. You know what I mean? So, I would rather be in a situation where it keeps me focused, it keeps me grounded, it keeps me attentive, versus everything being so fucking honky-dory to where it's that I'm slipping and I can possibly, where I'm come from, lose your life, lose everything you have or your freedom.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, again, man, there's no such thing as bad, and then, like, especially if you're embracing it the right way. A lot of people, when they encounter pain, their first thing is to, oh, that shit hurt, fuck that. When they see it again, they instantly run it.
Speak on it.
When you get hurt, when you get hurt, you embrace that shit for what it's worth, as a lesson, you know what I'm saying? And you can be able to, like, sit back and analyze it, you know what I mean? And realize, okay, this character done this character done that, this character said this character responded this way, he responded that way, he reacted this way, and you get the learning, you know what I'm saying, about that whole situation for 360. So when you encounter it again, you ain't got to run. Nigga, I know you. You know what I mean? I know what you finna do. So this is what I'm finna do. I'm finna put you on my hip. I'm finna walk with you. And I know when you finna do this little move right here, I'm finna already do a side step. I'm whipped up. Or I'm going to, you know what I mean? I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
For the most part, man, like, you don't supposed to, like, allow any of your past situations to haunt you to the point to where you can't persevere through life when you see it again. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to embrace it and keep moving.
Yo, you speak that part right there, because that's kind of the principles that I live by in order to keep my sanity often, is that, I always put it on the Lord, for sure the Lord knows what I know not. And all of those lessons that come from all of those circumstances, those hurt is really the best lesson that you can probably endure. And like you said, but if you take it to where it's painful instead of to where it's uplifting, that could traumatize you. That could cause a cycle. That could put you in places that you don't want to be. That's worse than, and you could tell me I ain't never been to prison. That's worse than being in prison itself, when you traumatized and fearful.
Honestly, Sean, that's the only thing that we can righteously grow from, like that pain. You know what I'm saying? It can even be the pain of your business not thriving. You know what I mean? That's gonna make you sit back, research, why the fuck ain't around shit? You know what I mean? So then you're gonna do your research and see what the consumer is wanting in that environment, and then you're gonna, exchange this shit you got out the motherfuckers ain't fucking with, put the shit in there that is messing with. So it's just the pain of, it can be the pain, like I said, the pain of lack, the pain of actual, physicality, the pain of mental or spiritual, but whatever, if you embrace it, you know what I'm saying, versus just frowning up on it, you know what I mean? Embrace it to where you can rationalize and really see, you know what I'm saying, like what's wrong, how I got wrong, and what you need to do to fix it. You can't see what you do to fix it if you're gonna be in your emotions like this shit hurt. Like, fuck that. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta get out of that shit, you know what I'm saying, and embrace it so you can really see how you can fix it.
I agree. We just have my friend who joined us. I want you to introduce yourself, and I want you. We're speaking on compromising for relationships, or showing loyalty in relationships that sometimes might not even deserve it.
It might not balance out, or you might not get what you feel like you're putting in it.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry. What's the title again? That was a lot. My name is Andrietta. I am being beautiful me, and I'm here on the with Sean Bolden. I'm saying that right.
Don't worry. I butchered your name all last week, so it's all good.
Yeah, he did butcher it. Okay. Okay. Again, Andrietta, and so we're talking about relationships and talking about the balance is what we're talking about.
Well, we're talking about when you invest into a relationship, when it sometimes might compromise yourself.
Well, I have to say this for one thing. When you I've been there. I think we all have been there. When you are in a relationship, it's not about self. But what you're doing is trying to basically build so you can be able to provide for that unit. Now, if you're talking about investing in what we talk about marriage, or we talking about more than a year we've been with someone, what we doing?
I mean, it's on you. Whatever.
Well, I think when you are dating, for one, when you're dating, listen, I might throw this off a little bit, but when you're dating to get married. Okay, you're not dating to just be casual. Now, we talked about this last week when we were talking about when you getting with somebody, you might want to be a little bit upfront and forward about what you want to do in this particular so-called relationship, whatever that relationship may be. Now, if you're investing in this relationship, investing was what 6 months?
Nah. Investing, and I'll let B speak on it. Investing is the first day you engage. And correct me if I'm wrong, B. Tell me what you think.
We engage, or we talking
No. The first time you take any interest in engaging with a person, and I want B to speak on that because he invests in a lot of people. No, B, speak on it.
We talking about consummating?
It's really not limited as to what he's talking about, because it can go from 0 to 100, real quick. Yes. when you commit to an engagement, to a situation.
So when you invest, so basically your investment could be that first night, first day, what may have you. You consummate it. Okay, fine. Let's just, if you want to start it there. But I just basically say if you invested in someone and now that your career is basically being compromised, that basically is being you, that would be a problem. That's a problem. Am I saying that right?
And that's your opinion.
Exactly right for that part. But what we're basically on was like just being loyal and committed. And when you commit, you know what I'm saying, it actually brings a sense or a hint or a loyalty to the equation, even though that it may be a discomfort to you, but for the bigger purpose or the bigger picture, you know what I'm saying, your loyalty to that commitment may have you doing things outside the scope of your norm or what you're comfortable doing.
But one thing I have to say, if I'm in the business that we are in, right, Sean, and I get with someone, what I'm doing should never be lacking because I'm in this particular relationship. Now, as far as time, then because I'm with this person, I may have to make a phone call. But see, the thing is, they already know what I'm doing. They should already have some understanding. Yes, I should send a text. With technology today, send a text. I'm just thinking of you. Okay, I'll talk to you. See you later after the show, whatever the case is. But never anything about me should be compromised. And just so you know, I was talking to a gentleman today, and I'm just talking. Okay, it's long distance. Okay, and he said, "I would never want you to stop being you," is what he said. Don't ever stop being you.
And
it's not that he hasn't seen me or he's seen me talk or what may have you, but don't stop being you.
And to that point that you're making, a lot of people speak it, but a lot of people don't walk through it. And that's kind of what we speak.
Who are you referring to? The person that said that to me, or me being me?
No, this person who said it to you.
Okay, so you're absolutely right. But you know what? I can put you to a test now. I can put you to a test. So we know you men can't last 2 weeks.
Honestly, that's what should happen more. You know what I'm saying? People should give more tests so they can really see you know what I'm saying, where they stand with their mate or with their.
And that's why that 90-day rule works.
Yeah. And even if it goes past that, like, you know,
I know.
you can get comfortable with, you know, one element in a relationship and forget about the other 99. But, you know, again, like tests can be given, you know, periodically to see where you stand, because you can have a Juris Doctrine in a relationship, and when pressure comes, you may find out that your mate is still in motherfucking kindergarten. Like, he really don't know how to handle pressure. He really don't know how to deal with the pressure of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Not on the same page. So that's what those tests are very, you know, lucrative in giving, so you can really see, you know what I'm saying, where you at. And not to do away with the relationship, just see what needs to be employed. If it's something that needs to be straight, something needs to be added, something needs to be taken out. You know what I'm saying? Just to see how you can make it complement you. Okay, so right now, what I think is, okay, for instance, you know, when they start showing themselves, I don't know, within the first 2 days, they start showing themselves, which is it's unacceptable. Okay? Oh, baby, you gotta let that right there is a red flag.
You heard what he said? Wait. You heard what he said? Wait. I want you to hear this. You heard what he said? Say it again, baby.
I'm talking. Red flags. I'm sorry, but when you see red flags that quick, you got to kind of like let it go, because those are those signs and symbols that's gonna be, and that's in the very, very beginning. There ain't nothing gonna be nice throughout that whole relationship.
Exactly. You know exactly.
Because what you honestly supposed to be looking for is something natural, organic, soothing to the soul. Like, it's supposed to be effortless energy that you're supposed to feel. That's supposed to complement the security of everything about your woman. You know
you're right. And your man.
Yeah. For sure. But if that isn't present, you know what I'm saying, I advise you to avoid mission. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be nothing that you have to like pry or look for or to create. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to naturally feel all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Just from the on. You know, and then when you go around his family or people, you can be able to tell a lot of those things by how they receive him. You know what I mean? If they respect him, if they, you know what I mean? All that counts.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Go to a man's mother's house and she open the door and ain't got nothing good to say about him. Man, you better leave him at his mama's house. You know what I mean? It's like shit.
For real.
I mean? So, you know, because those are great signs, man. And, you know, what you're going to be dealing with. You know what I mean? Because if a man's mom is don't have any respect for him, no love for him, when she done birthed him and raised him all these years, and he haven't done anything to reciprocate that or balance out or make her feel great about, you know what I'm saying, his presence and his appreciation for her raising him, that speaks volumes. Well, you know what? It may not be that. It could be the total opposite. Everybody thinks highly of him and so on. He's respectful of his mom and all of that. And for some reason, you know, I mean, I've seen it.
Good point.
I've seen it. Because, I mean, I can tell you a scenario, and it's a real one. It's a true story. Mm-hmm. She got ready and everything for a particular event, to spend time with the family since a holiday. Let's just say Thanksgiving, right? Got ready and everything, and she got, you know, jazzed up. You know, she's a city girl, okay? He's a Southern boy, and I mean Southern Alabama, okay? Right. And so he didn't say how you should dress, but she got dressed because it's for him. Okay? Now, mind you, they didn't know each other, 2 days right now. Okay? And so she came to the house. He invited her to come and meet his people. Okay? They want to meet her. She met the sister. She showed pictures of her and everything to his family. All of this. She gets to him and everything. She dressed up looking sexy. Something he's not really used to, probably. Okay? He told her, oh, no, his wife is dead, blah, blah, blah. No, and walking off while he's saying this to her. Walking away.
Wait,
so he's dismissing her and basically sent her off as if she was 5 years old to go change her clothes. Well, she never returned.
I got a question. Did you say he said his wife is there?
They were meeting his friends, so they was a couple, their friends.
Oh.
And I think what did she say? She was meeting his friends,
his wife, not his boy's wife, you know,
got it.
down, everybody was comfortable and so on. But he had a problem the way what she was wearing.
Well, I mean, that's that. I want to get to the point because I see that point. But you said something earlier. You said that some people, and me being in the entertainment industry, I've noticed a lot of people who get praise, who get accolades, who get all types of prestige and honor, but they really ain't honorable. And that type of scenario can happen as well, to where you sitting there, they got all of the signs of everybody coming in and they all praising, yo, this person is this, that, and another.
They're absolutely horrible.
So Nut, to that point, how would you be able to determine somebody who has those qualities, even though, or who doesn't have the qualities of loyalty, even though they have the prestige of everybody around them?
Basically, it's the representative. They showing this the representative. Everyone sees this. They fall in love with. They give praises to. So when they're basically in a private setting, let's just say, or intimate setting, it's not the same.
Now, go ahead.
The only way you can really find out is when you give that person just a little bit of power to get comfortable to show you who they really are. You know what I'm saying? And then once they show you, because it's good, they're going to show you. You know,
they want to tell you. Yeah,
I'm big on allowing people to own their space. You know what I'm saying, and making them think that, you know, everything is about them. So when that happens, you know, like those red flags that she spoke about earlier, you know what I'm saying? They don't hit you about one, they hit you by 10.
Okay, but let me tell you this. He already showed himself within like 2 days. She dressed that way. Someone told her, no, let me just do it this way. Let me see what he's gonna do. Okay. Now it didn't faze her on what he did. It was just fact that he did it, and she was like, okay, there you go. Have a good day.
Right.
She didn't invest in anything. She wanted to see what she gave him room because she was waiting to see what was going to happen. Now, if you can't handle that,
those type of situations, you know, like, and I'm not saying all Southern boys, but a lot of Southern boys are, you know.
No, men, period, I say. But I'm not picking on Southern boys, guys. I love a Southern man, too.
Yeah. But you know, some of them, but that's all. A lot of men are insecure with, you know what I'm saying, a powerful, strong. It can be a looking, it can be an actual woman, period, of her status. You know what I'm saying? So anything that, you know, that will supersede, you know what I'm saying, or outshine, you know, him on his side, like, you know, a lot of men can't take that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of women
Facebook, if y'all want to come over to Instagram, Sean Bolden, if you want to see everybody who's speaking. I got 2 guests on with me on Instagram, so come on over if you feel to. Otherwise, just listening. That's why I'm listening to my guest speak right now. All right? This is straight talk, this is straight understanding.
Because that's what it's going to be.
Sean Bolden, Sean B.
You know, compromise or make you compromise or make you, you know what I'm saying, not belittle yourself, but downgrade to his comfort. You know what I mean?
And that's where, right there, okay, we can do all that. But what it is boils down to, ladies and men, okay, ladies and gentlemen, that you have to be secure within yourself, recognize those red flags, and then you just won't take it. You just won't go through with it. Do not invest in anything else no more. And move on. Block it, whatever you got to do.
And it got to be a simple hardcore cutoff because...
No. I mean, block duo, block whatever you got to block. But as long as you don't know where he or she knows where you live, block it.
Yeah.
Serious. Because apparently they're not going to get the point. Now, he did call back tomorrow. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. Yeah, it should have never been done. You're a grown-ass man.
I'm over here listening on IG. Subscribe.
And outside of that, like, his position is supposed to compliment her. Like, however she is. If he didn't got to the point where he wanted to commit to try to deal with her at that point, you got to do away with whatever the fuck he's thinking he's feeling and try to, like, compliment the woman she's trying to become a foundation. She's trying to
compliment her.
You know what I'm saying? So if she wants to be sexy that day, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why she dressed that way, or to make a motherfucker just be like that. She dressed that way because she want to dress that way. Just stand on and protect. You know what I'm saying? Where she's at in her space. You know, that's what he's supposed to do, man. You know, like
and that did not happen at all for her. So she was like, well, moving on. She should never have to tell a man how she should be treated. You should already know that. You're grown. You're 50-something years old. What's the problem here?
Well, can I just comment on that? You're right, but here's my opinion on that. People like to be treated different ways, and it's your job to learn those ways if you're trying to protect and or secure a relationship with them. And to Brian's point, you do have to give the space to be able to allow them to be themselves and deal with it accordingly. But quite frankly, there is no one way to deal with several different women and or their personalities. And I learned that directly, but I also, one thing that I haven't mentioned, because I usually allow him to mention it, Brian has 5 wives. And so he understands the different dynamics. Go ahead.
5.
You have 9?
5 happy wives, not just
5
5
happy. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to, and this is why I speak to him, and I'm glad he's here to join us, because his perspective is a perspective that not many, especially in this country, can understand and or relate to. So, but it's I learned so much about being open, being honest. I enjoyed his relationship from afar, from different perspectives. I live vicariously through him, and I tell him this all the time. From the times when,
So Sean, you want 5 wives?
No, you got it. You got see. First off,
can you afford even one?
First off,
okay,
first off,
you can't do one, man. Look.
Let me answer. First off, what you just said is the reason why. If you would have let me finish, I would have got straight to it. Why I do not want 5 wives, because I have to deal with all of the responsibilities that I ain't always prepared to deal with. Emotional, financial, huh?
It's not as hard as you think. You know what I'm saying? Because if you investing into your woman like you're supposed to, that financial structure, it won't be no more, because they'll be able to take care of themselves, and you, if need be, if you invest into them properly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the first thing that a lot of men don't do, and they carry on all that baggage of taking care of shit day by day, month to month. You know what I'm saying? Your plan should be, you know what I'm saying, to put it to where they can take care of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And just their whole entire structure, their family. You know what I mean? Like most of my women, you know, it started off, you know, I got some, you know, that I'm in the beginning stages with, but it starts off that way, but they end up being the rock of their family. You know what I'm saying? Even over the men. You know what I'm saying? They be so well off mentally, structurally, you know, spiritually, you know what I mean? Financially. So if you invest into it in the proper way, Sean, you won't have that threat of, you know what I'm saying, take care of 5 wives just from your workforce.
Well, I understand that clearly, because you've shown me that. But once again, you have to be in a position to be able to take care of them, invest in them properly. And not everybody is in that position. So just so that you know, I understand you are, but not every man is in a position to invest into 5 different people the way that they need to properly.
Right.
But
you see my face, right?
Let's be clear. I'm not even into like women or just having the marriages like that. Like I honestly got my woman from just me living my purpose, and my purpose, you know what I'm saying, and dealing with them provides such a high essence of man that, you know, they just they'd rather be with me than anybody else.
Yo.
You know what I mean? And
okay,
you
know what?
You just add, wait. I got it. I want you to.
No.
Wait.
Ladies. No,
I know. I probably am going to answer your question.
And I'm going to ask.
Go ahead.
Because they want to know. Okay.
Now
let me say this. Okay. How do you arrange the intimacy part?
What you mean?
With 5 women. Y'all live in the same household? What?
No, it's not like everybody had their own homes. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, have their own schedules, and whenever one is in need. You know what I'm saying? Whether they fly to me, I fly to them, or however it is.
Oh, they long distance too? Hold up. They long distance?
Yeah. I like not. Oh yeah. I got 3 in one state and then 2. Yeah, they long distance.
Okay. So you provide for these women?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And do you have children from every woman?
Yeah, except one.
Okay. And you do child support, or y'all just have that understanding? Y'all just take care of your business?
Yeah, everybody.
Okay, and so they provide for themselves, but you also provide what? You pay bills? What do you do for every 5 or 5?
Only thing they have to do is take care of home, and that's mentally and spiritually. Everything else I do. Even
financial part. I'm asking the financial part.
He answered you. He answered you.
No, listen, I'm a woman. I want to know.
He answered you.
So financially, you take care of all 5 women. All they got to do is just basically, you pay the bills. They make sure they take care of it. Is what you're saying?
Is that some sweat?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to wipe the sweat off your motherfucking forehead. Ain't no sweat when I'm on the right. I take care of every fucking.
I'm trying to tell you, he answered you. Yeah.
I'm asking a question because I like to know.
He answered it like 3 times. He said yes. He answered it like 3 times. He said yes, yes, and yes.
I just want to be hold on. Just because I'm asking, and I'm about to I'm trying not to go there. Because did you just curse at me?
I said he said yes, yes, and yes.
No, he said effing this, and I'm sitting here like, is he cussing at me? Because all I was asking to be certain, I just want to be clear.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I just want to be clear. I just want to understand it. And I'm not a novice. Okay. I'm not a novice at it, but I just want to I always want to know, okay, because everyone seems to have their own definition on how they do this. You know what I'm saying? And they have it all wrong sometimes. No. So that's why I'm asking him. So okay, well, that's interesting. I'm not totally against it. I just want to understand it.
He got paused. I don't know what happened, but he's rebooting. He probably got a phone call.
He got paused.
But there you go.
Oh, someone asked, are they low maintenance? Someone asked, are they low maintenance? Is what they asked.
No, I can answer that. B, you don't even got to worry about that one.
He said no.
I can answer that. No. As a matter of fact, they're high maintenance.
What?
As a matter of fact, they're high maintenance.
Is in $500,000 houses or better. I don't know if that's low maintenance to y'all. I don't know what's low maintenance.
No, that's not low maintenance.
You know what I'm saying? All of them
drive. No, it could be.
All of them drive $50,000 to $150,000 vehicles. I don't know if that's low maintenance. You know what I'm like? It's whatever you consider low maintenance. Everybody have brand new cars. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got big rocks on their finger, no less than 2.5 carats. I mean, that's just the center stone. You know,
got it. I take 5. I always say 5. I'm gonna keep saying 5. I'm gonna keep saying 5 until I get 5.
I did want to say something. There's a question, B, for you. It said, wait, they have you and another man? That was the question from Jenna.
That's a good question.
Okay, no, they don't have another man because they don't desire it, but I have had, at times one have wanted another man. You know what I'm saying? And because I'm a street cat, when that happens, because I love my girls unconditionally. I just want to be happy. You don't gotta once I commit, I'm committed to the energy that they've done something that can complement my mission at some point in my life to where I'm loyal to and more indebted forever in my soul.
Okay.
So when they decided that they feel like, okay, this is too much, I just want to give me my own man and all that. You know what I'm saying? They go do that, but I have to change up my engagement because I got a lot to lose. I got a lot to protect. So I can't afford for no man, you know what I'm saying, for her to, me to allow my whatever I built to be compromised with a shared loyalty with someone. And because you don't never know who you meet. She made me the jack boy.
Yeah.
She made me the fucking agent. I'm gonna work at the government never love. You know what I'm saying? So just because that, I don't know the parameters of who it is and what it is about, I just change up stuff. Meaning, and I still take care of my responsibilities, until they kick in, if they ever kick in. Sometimes they never kick in.
Okay, so basically, let me ask this question, which I was trying to ask before. Are you married to them on paper, or is this just...
No, in the States, you only can be legally married to one. You know what I'm saying? But I'm spiritually married, and when I tell you everybody get the same fucking thing, or I don't have no like favoritism.
Okay. All right then. Good enough.
All right. So, and the other question was, does everyone know everyone? And I can answer that. You don't even got to take time into that. Yes, they do. And that's part of the dynamic.
Everyone deal with each other. They help each other. You know what I mean? They do everything together. Sometimes I be feeling like I'm out of the goddamn place.
You feel like you out of the relationship, you say?
Man, and I can attest, and like I said, the reason why I said I live vicariously through my man, and because I've learned so.
I want y'all to know it's always some kind of emotional distress that I have to bring balance for because my man. I'm dealing with women, I'm naturally emotional, so that's always going to be present. But what's always going to be present is the truth, and everything that I live by.
You in the win.
Yeah, I just said I'm hearing him.
But what he said is what he said in dealing with everybody. There's always going to be emotions because they're women, and women have a lot of emotions. And he said,
wait, are we being sexist here? Okay, because like men have emotions too.
Okay.
No, and listen, when a man is acting out of emotions, he can transcend it from a man to a motherfucking woman because he don't supposed to be like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
Wait a minute now.
We have emotions, but not to the point to where, you know what I'm saying, you reckless and can't be rational and can't provide the essence of your man, which is supposed
so
to.
You think that women? So you saying that women are not can't get it together? What are you saying?
I'm saying that in a lot of instances, as he spoke about earlier, the pressure that comes onto the relationship, the emotions sometimes take over, and it happens in both men and women. But because we deal with women, we recognize it more in women than we do in men.
Well, I greatly appreciate that you recognize it and that you understand it. Is what you're saying, correct?
Correct.
All right. As long as you understand it and you know how to not. I don't want to use the word handle because we're not animals.
No, just bring it for balance. Just balance. Just nurture it. Just
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you want to fight so bad. Somebody give you a hug.
Yo.
Give me a hug.
Yo, B. She from Brownsville.
Yeah, give me a hug. I gotta hug myself. Jesus got hug me. Something. I don't know. That's how it goes. Nothing to hug me here.
We're gonna send you over a hug. We're gonna send you a virtual or a physical hug, depending on whichever you desire.
Well, I'm in Atlanta. Here I am.
I'm almost home. If y'all want to talk to one of the wives, I'm almost home.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be great.
Definitely. You know that's always a good thing, especially for the women. I'm gonna wait. Did y'all hear that? My man B, who has 5 wives.
He's almost in the house, and he's gonna allow if she wants us, if she's ready, prepared to talk to us, But yeah, that'd be great.
I'm almost sure she will be because it's not something new from the perspective as far as him engaging them or his wives in his conversations at times.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're gonna get to that. And but in the meantime, this is why I was saying I live vicariously through him because I understand the nuances as well as the responsibilities that come into being able to handle more than one wife. And it's a lot that actually there's a lot of responsibility behind it. And so I look at it and learn from it. I'm like, okay. And what I learned is that I ain't built for it yet. Will I be there one day? Who knows? But I am not built for it yet. I'm a sucker for love, nigga. But you know, I ain't a sucker, but I'm a sucker for love, nigga. And how what do you call it, B? What do you call it that I am sometimes?
Shit, I can't remember.
Tender. Okay. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Mr. Brian Brown, Mr. B&B, his lovely wife, Akia Brown. Yes.
Hi, Kia. Welcome.
Thank you for joining us, Akia. This is a straight talk leads to straight understanding. Something I do every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 6, and we happen to get the luxury of having your husband on, and of course, it segued into the conversation of having many wives. And he was explaining it to us. I told everybody I live vicariously through him, but he said he was almost home, and you will be available to help out some of our viewers and some of the people who are here understand your point of view.
Right. Yeah, so please tell us your point of view on what it is like to be one of the 5 wives, and share. I mean, well, that's what you're doing, sharing this man. But others will consider. How does that feel? Or how do you map out those schedules and so on?
So this is one. She has her master's degree in construction management. She's a licensed contractor. She does real estate, and she probably have over 40 houses.
Hey. Okay.
How does it feel?
So how do you make that, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, all of those things, financially? How do you work those out?
Well,
with this one man.
I mean, sexually, he makes it happen for everybody. Like I don't feel like sex deprived or anything. I get my share. And financially, he takes care of everybody. So that everybody. I mean, he really just treated everybody the same. So we still have our own private space, but everybody do have their own separate lives too.
that's quote unquote the him dudes a little different. You know what I'm saying? So they be having all the top-notch girls there. You know what I mean? So it don't make no sense for me to play. Like, I'm cool. I got 49 more states to deal with. I'm straight. They can have a lap. And DC. They can have DC too.
Okay. All right.
Man.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Woo!
Okay. And Kia, we really appreciate your time. Thank you so
Man.
much for
Okay.
asking some of the questions, being open with us about your private life. We really appreciate it.
I got some questions that I got some questions that have been asked before, and only you can answer. I was talking with some people over the week and happened to give them your book, but they didn't put it. They put it down. They didn't read it. But here's what I need to. It is. He already stated that it's okay if you had another husband and or man. But I've heard you state that it's not something you're interested in, and can you explain why?
Well, I'm not interested in it because I've never been the type of girl that just, not even in my high school days, that you just, lay around, have sex with just anybody. So it's got to be some type of connection. You got to deal with, and I don't have that time. So that's one reason. Two, it's not, I don't really, it's nothing that I want sexually that he don't or can't provide. So, that's why I don't desire another man because I'm being fulfilled.
Can you also touch on, you said that you were aware that, I heard this in the interview, you was aware of one of his wives that did have another and the problem that it caused. Can you elaborate on that?
Yes.
It caused the problem because she lied about it. You know what I'm saying? She lied about it and she didn't find out till after the fact. And that can cause a problem because, men, y'all like territory. So, you know what I'm saying? Even though the guy might know he a side dude, you know what I'm saying? If he gets to that point where he is in love with that girl just that much more, you know what I'm saying? What's he gonna do? What he gonna do? A man's reaction is, I got.
Repeat that. You broke up.
I gotta get rid of the person. I know somebody was calling. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Nah, we can hear you now. We didn't hear.
Y'all reaction is security. So y'all gonna try to go get rid of the main nigga so y'all can be and I don't got time to put my life, his life, you know what I'm saying, in jeopardy. Banking on how a nigga might decide that he wanna feel about me.
Right. So is she still there? She's still in the group?
Yeah, she's still a wife and all that because once he, you know what I'm saying, once he found out, he got to step back, because he's I'm not gonna risk everything line because you want to go deal with another nigga, go deal with it. Right. And then when she realized that nigga wasn't really what she wanted, she ended up being okay, I'm leaving the nigga alone and came back.
Okay.
And that again is a testimony that I've learned through your relationship with Kia and Brian.
And I keep these just in case I run into something I like. What? I keep them on deck.
Keep what on deck?
Friends.
Oh.
But Akia, that brings up another point that was asked. That brings up another point that I've heard asked and questioned when I share your relationship with others. Do they have to get the vetting through you before he goes ahead and makes them a wife? Because I'm under the impression that they did, but I might be wrong.
I mean, it ain't like he brought him to me do you think she should be a wife? It's not like that, but it's the fact that once you start dealing with somebody and you know it's going to that next level, he makes sure, you know what I'm saying? He'll maybe just let us FaceTime, or we'll talk, or we just let our own people. And
okay, so if you gave a report, you don't really, you might say, well, I don't really like her. Has it happened?
I didn't say I didn't like the person. I just said I don't feel that, you know what I'm saying, they're right. Sometimes women come and they just for the hype of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's been women that I didn't met that,
Right.
When we ran into each other at the jury show, you know, she was laughing me up. Like, looking at me, like, oh, two scary ears. Like, she was literally laughing me up. And I laughed because woman, I'm like, girl, are you not laughing? Why are you looking at my dog? Each other, whatever. But eventually, after that meet, she kind of like, they still friends, but she don't message me like that no more. It's like, you know, and that's one of the reasons to say I feel all his things. But I don't be feeling them, you know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes a woman can meet him and be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I want to be a part of his family. And because in their mind, like his wife or, you know, the one wife or whatever, she might not be doing what's necessary, but that's why he got 2, 3, and 4. I'm gonna do what's necessary so I can be number one. But then when they meet and they be like, no, this bitch that deep, you know what I'm saying? She really love him. It ain't no hidden agenda behind it. They realize like they can't come in and break it up. And they just fall kind of to the wayside.
All right. Well, any other questions, Sean?
You know what? I'm gonna not bring up a question, but bring up some of the points that she made and some of the reasons why their relationship works and some of the reasons why people can't really deal with that type of relationship. One, the key thing and a key component that I've learned through their relationship is honesty. Being straightforward and being honest with one another is the key to having it go accordingly and having to be successful. And I will say that I've been around him where there were times where, like Akia mentioned, where certain women weren't being honest and upfront. And
because they just want to be there for the high part. And so now I believe that you're going to have to start screening, some of these women that come in, you know. And
in fairness, we're not always the best screeners. So when in fact, if I was in that relationship like they are, I would want my wife to help me screen a potential because it will help give that balance that we need collectively. Because the other thing that she didn't mention, but I'll be remiss not to say, is that they help one another. It becomes resources and resourceful to one another and bringing value to each other and bringing value to the overall family, which I commend and which I respect entirely.
Right. And be not only that, women know women just like men know men. Okay. So
Go ahead, Akia.
Because just like if it was the other way around, a man can only knows what the man's mannerisms are. They know what those code words mean or whatever the heck, because we don't know what y'all be saying half of the time. Okay, so just now, he should be bringing, when he brings another woman, they need to be like, checking her out, like. Everything, like, what do you do? I mean, it doesn't matter what you could be a freaking cashier. The fact is that we just want to know if you're a good and honest, wholesome person.
If you loyal, honest, that's them the things I look for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just look for that. Because without them two traits, it ain't gonna be that way.
Okay.
Agreed. Now I saw you wanted to ask a question. You put your finger up and all that. Go ahead.
Who?
You. I thought you.
Okay. Like this.
Okay.
I went like this. I don't have. I mean, I'm sure I got many other questions. There's so many right now, but I just know that I think we answered some of those things that some of us may want to know. It's always about the finances. It's always about the sexual part. The time. Because he did say that there's 3 here in one state. I think in Atlanta, and then 2 in somewhere else.
He got 3 in Detroit.
3 in Detroit and 2.
I'm Georgia.
Okay. So I'm in Georgia. So you have 2 here in Georgia and 3.
It's just one. I'm the only one in Georgia. 3 in Michigan, and he has 1 somewhere else, and it's a few more hospitals that he brought in.
Okay. Okay. Daddy got banged.
And,
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so
Well, I mean,
with that being said, Akia, we ain't gonna hold you too long because I know you'll get too long with them. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining Straight Talk Leads to Straight Understanding. And I always love your perspective. Let everybody know about your book so they can see it, get it more in depth.
So I'm Kelly Whitey on author. You can click the link in my bio and purchase my book. It's called I also have a website. That's www.akiabrown.com. And you can purchase it on here, and it's also on Amazon. And the book is called Beyond Love, and it just takes my story, how I got to the place that I am now, because I wasn't always here. Like I was busting windows and flattening tires next to mom. I didn't start off like I grew up in a traditional household with my mother and my father, and just was one man on one. So it was a growing experience for me that I started this book, and I'm actually in the process of creating classes, group relationships. Because a lot of women out there that's in relationships, but they don't know it. They want to stay because they love their man, but then they don't want to stay because the embarrassment that society puts on it. And I basically explain to people how to get over it.
Well, can you say that one more again? Because that was some jewels right there. Women, listen up. And I am getting a little interference on my end. Maybe y'all not getting it, but I want to hear this loud and clear. So women, please listen to what Miss Akia Brown, B&B Wifey on Instagram has to say.
About how I overcame a lot of the issues that we struggle with when contemplate open marriage or relationship. I explained how I got to train one way like I was, well, my house, they was married, it was one mother, one man, we grew up in the family, so that's all I do, and I teach people and tell people how I got to where I'm at today, how I can be so open, how you can be secure in your relationship, how you can really honest and learn how to accept the honesty when it's given to you.
All right.
And I'm gonna repeat that. Women, how do you accept it?
On Amazon? Where's the book at? Where the book is found?
Or it's in my link on my Instagram page. Right here.
Yeah.
Or it's on Amazon.
So you could.
Beyond Love by Akia Brown.
So you could get her book Beyond Love by Akia Brown on her Instagram page, which is at BMB Wifey. Once again, at BMB Wifey on Instagram. It's in the bio, as well as her website, www.akiabrown.com. Once again, www.akiabrown.com. Beyond Love. I need y'all to go see it. Women specifically, I need y'all to go get her book. Yes, I am talking to you women. Frown if you want. Yes, go get her book and understand how she was able to embrace the unorthodox marriage arrangements that is only unorthodox, not only, but it's unorthodox here in the States. And as she said, it was a transition that she went through, and I want y'all to be able to follow and understand that transition. You don't have to agree with it. You can agree with it, but understand it so that you can be honest to yourself, so that you can be honest to others.
And this is Straight Talk, Straight Understanding.
There we go.
All right.
Subscribe, like, join us. I'm gonna share this with everybody. Y'all really need to share this, and I want to thank you both for joining me. I am going to wrap it up. Thanks again, Akia. Thanks, Andrita. No, you're gonna have to. Tell me how to pronounce your name so I don't butcher it no more. Get me. I'm asking because I always said Andretta.
Akia, we're working together here, he and and he still ain't get my name right.
I'm honest with it.
I am your lady being beautiful, me guys. That is Andrietta. You can go to Andrea Garnes, as you see here on Instagram. You can also look up my single. It's called Vitamin D. Okay, it's on all platforms. That is Spotify, as well as YouTube or every other platform. It is. You can purchase it on Prime, so on Amazon. So yeah,
Andrea. I gotta repeat it a few times. Andrea. If y'all don't know, gone.
Listen to the remix. It's a house, it's some dance. Oh yeah, it's sexual, it's seductive, it's all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Vitamin D, get that remix. Make sure you put my name. Y'all put my name there, Andrea Vitamin D remix. Yeah, go. All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Andrea Gons is her name. Andrea Gons is her. Is also, you see right there, Darlene. Sky just put on the website. You could get her Vitamin D and support everything. I want y'all to follow not only myself, but follow the 2 guests that we've had today. 3 guests, because at Mr. B&B is also the guest. That's who y'all seeing at Wifey B&B on right now, is on his page. But I want y'all to follow both of them, as well as myself. So thank you both for joining me. Thank you both for being candid, having straight talk, so that we can have some straight understanding. Because the straight talk we had today, I don't think a lot of people get, quite frankly, and it's necessary. I'll share with y'all, like I said earlier, the reason why I live vicariously, because I have had straight talk with my ex, and was very straightforward. Oh, go do what you want. Very honest about it, but it couldn't be handled. And I will say multiple ex, not just one, multiple, have always said, damn, Sean, I always thought that one of them said, you know what? You always used to say, be real and keep it real, and you could do whatever you want. I didn't believe it. And then when I found out it was true, it was the scariest thing that ever happened. And that was the most enlightening thing that ever happened to me, is for her to be able to tell me that she was afraid because for whatever reasons. And that's something that she was hiding while we was in a relationship and acting accordingly. And instead of telling me that, I was intimidated or I was afraid of the honest truth that you was giving me, she acted like she was dealing with it. And her reactions to that was something that I was looking at sideways, because I'm like, that ain't true. That ain't real. That ain't true. And so therefore, here we are. Why I love when you guys are so honest to where your relationship blossoms. And in case y'all didn't know, I'm gonna put it out there. Miss B&B Wifey, there is a pecking order in my life. I don't know if it happens in your household, but there's a pecking order, and she is the number one. Everyone else, they might be able to get their status up, but she is the number one wife/wifey, period. And that's from my perspective. And that's important to say, because what I learned from being Brian himself is that you have to secure that. You have to, what they built together, no woman should be able to come in and tear it apart. And that's part of why the relationship is so strong, because he secured and made sure that no other woman, as much as they're ambitious and as much as they try, will come in and compromise what they have already built and what they are continuing to build. And that's very important, because a lot of people don't understand that aspect and how important that aspect is.
Right.
All right, ladies. Well, thanks again. This has been Straight Talk. Go ahead and get your fix, Miss Akia. Go ahead and get your man and enjoy your husband. All right. I'll talk to you later. Thanks again for joining us. And thank you again, Andrea, for joining me. Are you nodding your head? Did I do something wrong again?
Yes, I am.
Okay, talk to me. Talk to me.
It's Andrea. That's it. Andre. That's my brain boy. Come on now. You got this.
I got it. I'm very honest. When it will take me a little bit, but I am going to get it.
Well, you know what? I know it's going to take you a little bit, and you just know that. Okay, just break it down,
Andre. That helped me. That helped me a whole lot. When you said Andre Etta, that helps me a whole lot. That helps me actually I probably won't make the mistake again because you kind of helped me right there. Andre Etta. Got it.
That's it.
Got it.
It's Italian.
Got it.
Andrea.
So tell me where is it derived before we get off?
It's Italian.
Okay, and what are the two names? Andre and
no, it's pronounced Andreetta.
Right.
That's it. It's Italian.
Oh, it's Italian. I thought you said it's Italian. I didn't hear. No, it's Italian.
It's Italian.
Okay.
I'm Italian.
Andrea.
So, my grandfather is Italian. And there's a city in Italy called where they would say Andretta.
Andretta.
And then it's also it's associated. If you go to like YouTube, you pull up on the name, you will see a lot of house music. You will see a lot of so yeah, it's derives from Italy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for
that. Is Andre. This happened to be,
you happen to be a girl. When he wanted a boy, he wanted a junior, but he got a beautiful queen, a beautiful princess, queen in the making.
It's me, and then it's my brother Andre, and then there's my sister Andrea.
Oh, he was really about it. He wanted to make sure his name was not going to be missed in anything or any of his generations. I understand and salute that man.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, okay.
Oh well, that's next week maybe. We ain't gonna get into it this week. We'll get into it next week. No. But Andrea, thank you again for joining me. I really enjoy your energy. Absolutely. This is Straight Talk. This is Straight Understanding. My name is Sean. Some people know me as Sean Bolden or Sean B. We have had a great time with my beautiful me on Andreetta. We had Mr. B&B. We had at Wifey B&B, Akia Brown, and we're about to sign off. So before we sign off, as I leave always, I'm going to say a prayer for all of us. And I say, Heavenly Father, we come to you today to give you the praise and honor that you so rightfully deserve. We thank you for giving clarity. We thank you for giving understanding. We thank you for giving us the words to say that reflects your spirit. We thank you for our guests today, and we ask that you continue to guide them in all of their endeavors and to bless them in all of their desires. I thank you for this. I thank you to look after all those who we know and love and all those who know and love us, as well as those who don't. We ask you to prepare them for whatever it is that they need, however it is that they know you. We ask that they build that relationship stronger and that they get to know you longer. We say these things humbly in your Son, Jesus Christ's blessed name, or however those who I'm praying for may recognize and know you. Amen and amen.
Amen, amen, amen. God bless.
God bless. Talk to you soon. All right, y'all. We out. All right, this is the second half of Facebook. I know that y'all joined us. I cut it off by accident and I came back on. So I thank you for joining us. We had a good time. I hope y'all heard some of the gems that was being spit by Andreetta Gons, as well as Mr. B&B himself, Brian Brown, and his lovely wife, Miss Akia Brown. So thank you for joining us. And go look at the subject, subscribe, like, all of those good things. I appreciate you. Love, peace, and unity. All right. So, as y'all just heard, there was some times. I hope we had some good sound quality. I thank you all for joining me. I thank you all for rebroadcasting this. To subscribe, as it says down there. Subscribe. Also, subscribe, like, and share. Those are the things that I need you guys to do. I appreciate you for joining me. This is Sean Bolden, Sean B. Straight Talk, Lisa Straight Understanding. I had my guest, Andreetta Gons. I had my guest, Mr. B&B, and I had his lovely wife join us as well, Akia Brown. B&B is Brian Brown, and Akia Brown is his wife. And I will say this to all you. Thank you for joining us. It's live on IG, so you can go look at it live on IG if you want to see all the faces of everybody and hear directly. All right. So with that, I'm going to say peace. Thank you for your love. Thank you for joining us, and